Greetings, Indie Warriors, and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. Old Gamer Joe here, and believe it or not, for as many indie games as we're able to cover and mention throughout the month, the years, whatever, so many still fly under the radar. That's why we're here today to take a look at all of the awesome-looking overlooked indies for April 2025 that you more than likely missed out on. But real quick, before we dive into those awesome-looking indie releases, make sure you don't overlook honest indie gaming coverage at patreon.com/idreamofindiegames. By joining, you'll gain Discord access to the greatest indie gaming community, get early ad-free shows, a shout-out at the end of every video we produce, our podcast 3 days early, and so much more. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Okay, kicking things off is Dreams of Aether, a collection of micro games that, at the time of this video, has only managed 44 user reviews on Steam, so it definitely needs a signal boost. I'm not super familiar with the universe that inspired this release, however, I do quite like the game's pixel art style, along with the quirky cast of characters and the fact that it has a variety of different gameplay modes to keep the micro games fresh, such as High Score and Endless. Taking place in a magical dreamscape, there are quick action puzzles to solve through 5 different stages, accompanied by an offbeat fun soundtrack and even a decent amount of lore. While players are reporting that the game only takes around 30 minutes to get through, it has positive reviews and seems to be a great option for those of you who enjoy the WarioWare games. This game is priced at just $2.99 here in North America. You can't beat that. Moving along, serial killer John Wade has returned, perhaps better known as the Pale Grin, in the Happyhills Homicide 2, Out for Blood, which crept onto the scene on the 3rd of April. Taking place 6 years after the original, players will be treated to an 80s-inspired experience involving puzzle solving, action, and even a bit of strategizing. There are different characters to control as well, all of which offer a unique gameplay experience through the 20 different levels. Fans of classic horror films should get a kick out of this release, and reviews across the board from users seem to be positive, with fans praising the larger emphasis on action that this sequel provides. Grab it for just $2.99, it sounds like a steal. Here's one that point-and-click fans sadly seem to have slept on. Brassheart, which seemed to have little to no marketing behind it, dropped on the 4th. Taking place during an alternate 1920s, you play as the pilot Pola Zagorska in this colorful point-and-click adventure game that sees you trying to rescue your father from his own invention. The cold setting seems really cool, with excellent diesel punk-inspired visuals, and fans claim that the puzzles are witty and fun to solve. Its humor is also being praised by the small audience that has played it, so don't let this adventure pass you by. It only has 20 or so reviews on Steam, which is just kinda crazy. The game is priced at $15.99. It seems like not many of you rolled the dice on this next release either, Dice and Goblins, which dropped on the 4th and has only garnered 29 user reviews so far. This turn-based RPG centers around its dice mechanics, as you'd expect, allowing players to battle through 10 dungeon-like levels using old-school controls that will have you navigating the many perilous floors and hazards that it provides. There are plenty of characters to meet, 50 unique monsters and bosses to face, and an ever-changing labyrinth to keep things unpredictable. While luck plays a role, 60 different items are available to help even the odds, with plenty of upgrades as you aim to unlock the game's 2 distinct endings. Fans are loving Dice and Goblins, though sadly, there just aren't enough of them yet. Let's change that. It's priced at $13.99 and even offers a demo so you can try before you buy. If you're big into the survivor genre, you might want to give Horde Hunters a look. Released on April 10th with little buzz, this game puts you in the midst of thrilling missions where you'll face endless waves of demons in a desperate fight to save humanity. Choose from 9 distinct characters, each with their own abilities and traits, as you collect powerful weapons, gather loot, and gear up to take on the final boss. Boasting 75 weapons and items, 20 consumables, 14 maps, and leaderboards for added competition, there's plenty of content to keep players engaged. Custom difficulty options make it accessible for everyone, and at just $6.99, it's pretty hard to pass this one up. Plus, with very positive reviews backing it, Horde Hunters looks like a promising addition for fans of Survivors games. Now, who doesn't love emoji? I certainly use my share of them in our Discord community. Emoji Shooter dropped on the 15th, a tower defense title that also features roguelike and casino elements. Players craft unique decks, gain new items, and take down the evil meme monsters in this quirky little indie. Taking place in the distant future, you are a keyboard warrior who must lead your emoji into battle. Players are loving the silly premise, blend of different gameplay elements, and variety of unique attacks available. The game is normally priced at $6.99, $6.99, which should have you hitting the smiley emoji key. Let's flip the narrative on this next release. Only Down, Gravitation Up. A game where you'll travel through history while avoiding the ever-present pull of gravity, which can knock you completely off track. In this short 2-hour indie, you'll need to rely on a reverse mechanic if you hope to survive. This looks really silly, but credit where it's due. The game features a full day-night cycle, hilarious nods to historical figures, and it costs less than $1. So what do you really have to lose here? Only 30 reviews on Steam. We can do better. You know, I remembered shouting out Tempopo when I saw it again here on this list. I love a good rhythm game, but sadly, it seems to have failed to capture an audience, and I gotta admit, it even passed me by. I had no idea this game came out. I say rhythm game, but Tempopo is equally as much a puzzle game, taking place on various islands across the skies. You control Hannah, who must regain control of her magical musical flowers. Fans of the game love the puzzle design, use of different seasons, colorful visuals, and amazing soundtrack. There seems to be a lot of creativity poured into this indie release, so letting it dry up and wither away would be a shame. The game is normally priced at $19.99, but it can already be found at discounted rates. It would be music to my ears if you added this indie to your wishlist at the least. Does this next title truly only have over 100 reviews on Steam, or is it all an illusion? Sadly, this is reality for the indie release Illusion Box, which released on the 17th. Following a doomed virtual reality project, Illusion Box could be described as a puzzle game, but certainly an unusual one. These virtual devices are returning to their online state and sucking players back in, which means you'll need to manipulate objects and move around furniture if you wish to escape. The retro visuals look amazing with classic glitch effects seen in many indie horror games, but the premise of Illusion Box alone makes it worth a look. Those who have played so far are greatly enjoying piecing together fragmented clues and trying to make sense of this highly original indie title. It's priced at $6.99 and only takes around 3 hours tops to complete. Moving right along, so many dang overlooked indies. Next is Skyeisle Cube, a game where you get to sculpt your own little masterpieces out of colorful blocks. Described as a 3D block elimination game, you must chip away at unnecessary pieces and find what's hidden underneath. Tap away and transform cubes through a dreamy color palette with chill music and vibes abound. This looks like a great little puzzle indie to unwind with, but sadly, it has a dick-crushingly low 11 reviews on Steam. Maybe give this meditative indie a spin, it certainly deserves better. The game comes with a very fair price of just $6.99, so it won't break the bank by any means. Let's mold a better future for this one. I do love Boba Tea, so why didn't anyone tell me that a game exists where I get to run my own shop? This is the Boba Teashop, but wait, not all is as it seems. This game has horror elements to it. Bet you didn't see that coming, did ya? Grow your menu and offer new flavors, taking control of Risa, who has grown tired of the corporate work life. All is going well, customers are happy, until she starts seeing strange visions and hearing odd sounds. Spooky! If you love the idea of running your own tea shop and are up for some scares, this one should be just the right mix. Cozy and horror, who would have thought, huh? Fans that have played it are loving it so far. The game comes at the deliciously low price of $4.99. Now, did you miss out on creepy Redneck Dinosaur Mansion 3? How could you? You wouldn't have missed it if you were in our Discord community, that's for sure, because quite a few of our members have been excited about this game, but sadly that enthusiasm hasn't seemed to carry over to the mainstream. One thing's for sure, you haven't played anything quite like this, a sequel to a series that didn't exist to begin with. This title hilariously blends various genres including Match 3, RPG, and Metroidvania. There are puzzles, lockpicking, and hilarious conversations ahead. It's no surprise how strange this release is, coming from the developers of Clickholding. So if you're into the strange and weird side of the indie gaming scene, look no further. This one is going for $19.99, but I'm already seeing it on sale at the time of this video. And there you have it, Indie Warriors, a nice helping of indie games that got overlooked this April. We're on to May, but hey, don't forget we've got you covered there and each and every month after here at I Dream of Indie Games. So help us bring a voice to the voiceless by liking the video, subscribing, leave a comment, head over to our Patreon, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. For far too long, you, the gamer, have been denied honest gaming coverage. Indie developers and publishers have lost their voice, but no longer. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to join this epic campaign for indie visibility. The echo chamber trembles as our message grows louder. Voice to the voiceless.